What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Colty. Thank you so much for the Venmo. Really appreciate you, Colty. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to be starting off, and today's probably going to be kind of a short live. I couldn't find a full schedule worth of news, and that's what happens when the holidays come up. They don't want to talk about the bad stuff, which is kind of whatever. But either way, we're going to be starting off with this first video. Ukraine officials are saying that Zelenskyy and Trump is to meet in Florida. They're supposedly going to be doing that on Sunday. Then we got a video. It's titled President Trump orders strikes in Nigeria. I guess this is to strike ISIS, which is, I don't know, is ISIS making a comeback or something? Then we got a video. It's titled Trump addresses Epstein investigation on Christmas Day. Talking bad about people that are in the Epstein files. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled Gotta Go with the Home Team. Then getting back into the news, we got a video. It's titled ICE agents shoot man trying to run over officers in some county, says the officials. This sounds really similar to another story that we already covered with an illegal that was stopped and they were trying to detain him and he fled and the agents shot the driver. They didn't kill him, but they shot him. This is not the same story, but very many of the details seem just like it. Then we got a video. It's titled Border Crosser Truck Drivers, well, not Border Crosser, but Migrant Truck Drivers sue California DMV over revoked CDLs, saying do better. This has to do with Duffy and them trying to crack down on these illegals driving CDL, driving trucks and stuff like that. And they're basically saying that it's not their fault. It's California's fault because they're the ones that issued the licenses. Then for the last little bit of the news, Barnes & Noble stabbing suspect admits to not knowing the victim. He walked in, stabbed this woman to death, didn't even know her. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening a brand new advent calendar. I got to go grab one. I think both of the ones I have are from Tory Wayne. We'll have to figure that out. Then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, Is She Okay? And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, Is This Flirting? All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Joe Bosch? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. Snooks, you like my sweater? I got it as a gift yesterday. I'm styling. This is like the first time I've worn red in I don't even know how long. 20 years? 25 years? Something like that. I'm glad you dig it. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate everything you do for us, Snooks. Happy freedom to you, and thanks for being first. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom. What's up, Watchman? What's up, Repub? Happy freedom. Salty Ragu, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Keep It Salty? What's up, Jagula? What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. You guys are welcome to hit that like button, see if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube? Rodney, you were first. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ero? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. The chat over here is being weird. What's up, Yukon Man? What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom. What's up, Xterra? What's up, Patty? What's up, Parabellum? If I can get you already. Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Salty Ragu, you are truly omnipresent. Ero, how did so many figure out to go get a CDL? I don't know how any of that stuff works, Ero, but somebody must have told them to go do that, you know, obviously. Otherwise, because it's a lot. It's like hundreds of thousands of CDLs or something should not have been issued, but they were. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. All right, let's get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with Zelenskyy and Trump to meet in Florida. I think this is supposed to happen on Sunday. They're going to try and end the war. See how it goes. Come on, GoofTube, do the thing. All right, hooligans, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
A Ukrainian official is telling ABC News that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy will meet President Trump on Sunday in Florida. Zelenskyy earlier today teasing that a meeting with Trump would happen soon amid ongoing efforts to end the war with Russia. Those remarks come after he said he had a, quote, good conversation with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner on Christmas Day. All of this happening as Moscow and Kyiv continue to trade overnight long-range strikes. ABC's Patrick Revoked is in London tracking the latest.
Yeah, good morning, Faith. President Zelenskyy says he and President Trump have agreed to meet in the near future amid hopes that a peace deal could perhaps be inching a little bit closer. The Ukrainian official telling ABC that the presidents will meet on Sunday in Florida. The White House, though, is yet to confirm the meeting. It comes just days after Zelenskyy said he is ready to pull back troops from the areas of Ukraine's eastern Donbass region that it still controls and turn them into demilitarized zones. And that is significant. It's the furthest he has gone in compromising on Vladimir Putin's most difficult demand, that Ukraine surrender all of the Donbass. Now, President Trump's top negotiators, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, spoke by phone with Zelenskyy on Christmas Day yesterday, again discussing security guarantees for Ukraine. But the problem is that there's still no sign that Vladimir Putin is actually ready to accept this new peace proposal. The Kremlin is almost certain to reject Zelenskyy's condition that Russia also pull back from the demilitarized zones. And so the reality is it's still very hard to see a deal being reached yet. Faith?
Patrick, thank you so much.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. They keep talking about ending the war, and then Russia and Ukraine keep fighting each other, so can't really end the war if they're going to keep striking each other. Either way, they're saying this is possibly going to take place Sunday. Hold on a second. Hold on, I feel like I just heard something. Just 1 second. Weird. Thought I heard somebody knocking on the door. Shouldn't be anybody knocking on the door. Anyways, like I said, they're saying that this could happen Sunday. That Zelensky's going to go to Florida. I imagine they're going to be going to Mar-a-Lago. We'll see. Next up, President Trump orders strike in Nigeria. We're just going to go ahead and get right into this. All right, like I said, we just did a strike in Nigeria. They're saying it's because of ISIS. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
President Donald Trump has ordered what he calls powerful and deadly strikes against an Islamic State force in Nigeria. The president took to his Truth Social platform, sharing that the strike targeted ISIS terrorists in the region. The president doubled down on the decision, saying that the group was committing heinous crimes against the innocent. The U.S. African Command assures that Nigerian authorities were aware of the strikes. The Nigerian Prime Minister himself released a statement acknowledging the military action. People living in the area, however, say that they're skeptical about the recent events.
If they're intruding without permission, you're intruding by force, so you're not justified. Every country has the liberty of making their own decision.
That military action follows months of allegations coming from the president. He has been persistent in highlighting claims of hostility towards a group of people in Nigeria based on their religion.
Okay. So we just randomly hit Nigeria. They just talked to some random person on the street. They're like, oh, the U.S. is doing it by force. I don't know. Maybe. You're lucky you don't live in Venezuela. Either way, they're saying that we're hitting ISIS. I don't know how we went from we defeated ISIS to now we're striking all these different countries claiming it's all about ISIS. I don't know. It kind of seems like something else is going on, but it's hard to say. Their government came out and said that they were okay with it, so whatever's whatever, I suppose. Next up, President Trump addresses Epstein investigation on Christmas Day. It's him responding to all the files that have been released, and I think even more were released either yesterday or the day before, but there was no news talking about it today. But he's commenting on it. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump meeting with Zelenskyy on Sunday to potentially end the war between Ukraine and Russia, as well as us just doing a strike out in Nigeria claiming that we were smoking ISIS. Cheers to you, Salty Ragu. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Watchmen, everything to avoid saying Christians are being slaughtered by Islam. Is that what's going on? What's up, Butterfly? Happy freedom. Thank you so much. I'm glad you dig my sweater. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. Jagular, more hot sauce. No. Oh my God, the hot sauce was not a good idea. I don't know why, but that hot sauce I was eating yesterday was too much. It was too, I don't even know what time it was, like maybe 10 o'clock or something like that. And my stomach was on fire, and it has not been a good experience ever since. This is the first time it's like really roughed me up, other than when I ate that Reaper pepper. That Reaper pepper about put me in the emergency room. But I don't know if it was that jalapeno X. I don't know if it was that or if it was the ghost pepper, but one of them wrecked me big time. Like more than you want to hear about. I was suffering the consequences this morning. Like, it's been just having its way with me. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Done. Yeah, it is. It's got Jack on it. I got it yesterday after the live. That's why I didn't get to show you guys. And I got my new watch on. And I got my cool bracelet on because you guys are amazing. This watch is awesome. It's a Fitbit. I think it's the Versa 4. This is awesome. It took a long time to update, but now that I got it updated, I love this thing. What's up, Bone? Happy freedom to you. I'm slacking on the news. Every nation is sovereign right now except for America. Oh, I don't care about anybody else but America. So, yeah, I guess I'm slacking on the news because I'm not covering everybody else's problems. That's okay. Butterfly, poor Jeff set off a volcanic ring of fire on the toilet. I was praying loudly. Salty Ragu got my buck skull back. What is that? Turbo, I'm in pepper rehab right now. Gotta keep the ice packs close. Snugs, lay off the hots until your tummy is better. I can't even eat food right now. Jagular, look at the drip. Yes, I'm styling. What's up, Libby Racer? Happy freedom. I'm sorry to hear that, Meta. I'm not sure why you're having problems on all these different platforms. What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom. What's up, Tim Mac? What's up, Visions? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Adam? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Red Dawn? Happy freedom. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom to you. Visions, that's your own fault. I know, that hot sauce really got me. What's up, Mad Dog? Happy freedom to you. Mad Dog, we've been talking about the Somalia stuff, all that stuff going on in Minnesota. Saldario used the Subaru as bait. It's very nice. Styling. That's your buck skull there? Dang. I've never seen one like that. That's badass. One less deer to run out in front of the Subaru. All right, let's move forward here. Like I said, Trump addresses Epstein investigation on Christmas Day. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord, or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. This is President Trump talking crap about all the Epstein stuff. Not the Epstein stuff directly, but the people who were handing doll hairs to Epstein and all of that. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox. I'm Shauna Kalafi. On this Christmas Day, we have a new post from President Trump on Truth Social, this time addressing the Epstein investigation. This is it right here, a lengthy post. We're going to read this out for you. So President Trump says, "Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who loved Jeffrey Epstein, gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot. Falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, and then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump, who was actually the one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names get brought out in the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus one lowlife Republican, Massey, and it is revealed that they are Democrats all, there will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that the Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total scam, and had nothing to do with Trump. The failing New York Times, among many others, was forced to apologize for their bad and faulty election reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to their highly inaccurate, fake coverage. Now, the same losers are at it again, only this time so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and reputationally tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is in the world of corrupt Democrat politics. Enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas. Post from President Trump on Truth Social just a few moments ago addressing the Epstein investigation. We're going to step away for a 2-minute.
Okay. So like I said, President Trump bashing Epstein files and people that are in them and all this stuff. Apparently in the Epstein files, some crazy story was in there that was, I guess, a false accusation, but that doesn't matter. It still got released. And it says something about like Trump dumping baby bodies in Lake Michigan or some shit like that. And that is all I see on TikTok right now. If I go on TikTok, it's liberals. Every video I scroll through is liberals talking about how do we have a president that was dumping baby bodies in Lake Michigan. And it's probably just all on my feed because it can tell that I'm here in Michigan and stuff. So that's probably why I'm seeing it so much. But supposedly this was like a false accusation or something like this. Somebody had said this about President Trump. It's been debunked, I guess. But, you know, the liberals, they can't read or anything like that. So they just do what the news tells them. And apparently the news was telling them that. And so they're all up in arms and they're like, how can we have a president that was dumping bodies of babies in the lake? And it's like, what do you guys think happens after you get all your abortions and stuff? It's Democrats don't make any damn sense. They only like dead babies when they're the ones killing them. I mean, that shit doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so that's on the tip of their tongue right now. If you hear them talking about Lake Michigan or whatever, that's what they're referencing. They're referencing this story. But like I said, supposedly it's already been debunked, but the Dems don't care, so they're spreading that all over the place right now. Either way, President Trump calling out the scumbags that are associated and gave money to Epstein, wishing it, and then also wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Next up, we got our midlife break. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, Gotta Go With the Home Team. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this message from President Trump, as well as the liberals out there claiming that he was dumping bodies in Lake Michigan. What's up, Jesus people? Happy freedom. Butterfly, Trump's going to be suing many people, probably. He doesn't let that slide. It's like free money to him. People love talking crap about him, and he just goes around suing everybody and winning these lawsuits. They're going to be like, how'd you make your first $1 billion? He's like, suing liberals. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. Appreciate you joining us. Done. Hell, I could write an email and make false accusations too if it's released in a dump. Does that make it true? Libs are tarded. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, and that's basically what's happening is this documentation's been released, but there isn't any context or anything like that. It's just stuff they've been holding on to. So if it's true, false, or otherwise, it's all mixed together. And one of the videos I saw said that they went to the DOJ website or wherever the documents are released, and they just type in Trump. And they just go through and read every little thing about Trump until they can find something that sounds really bad. And then they go post all these messages on wherever, all these video platforms. But they're not validating if anything is true or not. But like I said, it's a big thing. If you hear things about Lake Michigan right now, that's what people are referencing. Boone, have you seen the post I'm talking about? Maybe they'll all go see if they can find the bodies. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know why they believe that so much. WB Racer, please send ICE to New Jersey. I'm kind of surprised that ICE isn't already in New Jersey. They probably are, but it's probably not big. Like what's going on in Chicago and New Orleans and all that stuff. Those are big operations. But they've mentioned going pretty much to every state, so I imagine New Jersey's on the list. I guess they're here in Michigan too, but they're over near Dearborn and Detroit, which is 6 hours that way or whatever. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom to you. Screaming Eagle, Nigeria has a lot of gold. Nobody cares about the Christians. It's all about the gold. Yeah, I mean, I could believe that. Boone, has anyone heard anything about the student loans getting paid with tariffs? Just wonder because I know someone whose loans was paid in November. No, I haven't heard anything about that, but they are supposed to be canceling the SAVE program, which I kind of don't think they should be doing that because it's not the lender's fault. Like, that was an official program. It wasn't like student loan forgiveness. It was an actual program that you could sign up for. And it told all these people to like make their payments as they're supposed to, and if they continue to do that after 10 years, their loans would be wiped. But the catch is that you have to be like a first responder. You got to be a nonprofit or so. You have to qualify for this, and people did, but they're going to do away with the program. So all these people who have been waiting to like get to the end of this agreement, it's just up in the air now. Now their payments are unknown. They don't know how much they're going to owe and all this other stuff. And it's making everything messed up. And I don't think they should have did that. I mean, they should have did away with the student loan forgiveness because that wasn't right. But doing away with programs that people have been paying on for a decade, that doesn't seem right to me. And it's just screwing all those people over. But other than that, I haven't heard anything about student loans. Screaming Eagle, nobody's been arrested. Yeah, I don't think any Democrats are going to get arrested, unfortunately. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. Boom, the girl went to make a payment and showing the account was paid in full November 7th. Maybe somebody was feeling generous. I don't know. It's exciting. I owe $42,000 in student loans that I pay on. I pay like $200 and something every month on these student loans. I wish they'd just evaporate, but I don't know. What's up, Zero? Happy freedom. Thank you, MU. I appreciate the compliment. Boone, ICE is here in Alabama in the smaller cities. Haven't hit Montgomery. I don't know what the other one is. Yeah, maybe they're working up to it. Butterfly, I don't think he even takes presidential salary. He didn't the first term. I haven't heard anything about this term. What's up, Kurt? Happy freedom to you. Boone, I wonder if I might have missed something. She's happy hers is paid for sure. Yeah, I bet. Meta, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Trump dumping babies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who came up with that or how they came up with it, but I guess it's already been debunked. Free as he can be. Happy freedom to you. Who would believe that anyway, except for people who are simply spreading hateful content? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the document exists. Like, somebody made those claims. But like you're saying, people who are just looking for anything they can to throw dirt on him, they were happy to come across that, that piece of document right there. What's up, Anthony? Happy freedom. What's up, Wind Dog? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hoax? Happy freedom. Alright, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, we got our midlife break. This one was provided by Stoner.
Go to Civil War.
Like I said, this is provided by Stoner, and it's titled Gotta Go with the Home Team.
Go to Civil War reenactments when I was a kid. My father would take me over there sometimes.
What side were you on?
Let's go to a commercial break. I mean, you gotta cheer for the home team, don't you?
Look, man,
I mean, Louisiana was, you know.
Yep. It's picking the losing side, but gotta go with the home team. Either way, getting back into the news here. This next one's ICE agents shoot man trying to run over officers in, I don't know what that is, Anne Arundel County, says officials. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, use in a browser, log in, come to live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this video pulled up. ICE agents shooting at this. Well, they ain't shooting at him. They shot this guy, but, you know, he asked for it. He signed up for it. He couldn't wait. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Corner in Anne Arundel County where Immigration and Customs Enforcement says agents opened fire on a suspect who tried to hit them with his van. That confrontation ended with 2 men in the hospital. These photos from Homeland Security show the aftermath in Glen Burnie, and now we're hearing from neighbors who say they saw the entire thing unfold. Anne Arundel County community reporter Caroline Forbach reports from the scene with the latest on the investigation and what ICE says happened leading up to the shooting.
It happened just before 11 a.m. here on West Court in Glen Burnie. A spokesperson for ICE says the driver of the van was shot and taken to the hospital, and the passenger is being treated for whiplash. Both are expected to recover. A spokesperson for ICE said officers were conducting an operation in Glen Burnie Wednesday morning and identified the driver of a van as Tiago Sousa Martins of Portugal and the passenger as Solomon Serrano Esquivel from El Salvador, both allegedly in the country illegally. The spokesperson said officers approached the vehicle and instructed Sousa Martins to turn off the engine. The driver refused and attempted to flee and began ramming his van into several ICE vehicles. He then drove his van directly at ICE officers. It appeared he was trying to run them over. Fearing for their lives and public safety, the officers defensively fired their service weapons, striking the driver. Sousa Martins then wrecked his van between 2 buildings, injuring the passenger.
But like I say, if he could try to run a guy over, yeah, I understand why the guy shot him. You know, he shouldn't try nothing like that.
Neighbor James Hicks was in his house when he says he heard 3 gunshots and went outside to see what was going on.
I come walking up the street, and a van come flying down the street. They was flying down here from Walmart. They say van come from Walmart, and the ICE was following somebody. Then the guy tried to run the ICE guy over, and the guy shot him.
Anne Arundel County Police are investigating the shooting while the FBI is investigating the assault on the ICE agents. ICE is also conducting an internal investigation. Reporting on your corner here in Glen Burnie, Caroline Forback for WJZ.
Meanwhile,
okay, let me turn this down because that's the world's quietest video there. There we go. Like I said, these individuals signed up for this. And it sounds really similar to another story we covered a couple months ago where there was an illegal that was being stopped by ICE and they decided to flee and try to run over the ICE agents and they got shot up too. They didn't die either. So I guess the ICE agents got aim or they don't. It's one or the other. Either way, the driver and the passenger were both illegals, or they both are because they're expected to survive. ICE pulled over the van. The van tried to flee. It hit ICE vehicles and then also tried to hit agents. Driver was shot, and the passenger, which I spelled that wrong, was supposedly suffered whiplash. Both of them went to the hospital, and they were expected to survive long enough to get deported. Next up, migrant truck drivers sue California DMV over revoked CDLs, saying do better. Now Duffy, who's been in charge of this stuff, he's been all over the East Coast kind of finding evidence that it's not just California that are issuing bad CDLs to illegals and stuff like that. It's happening all over the place. But the issue that they highlight is that they have their legal documents for whatever it is, their visa or whatever, and they use that to get the CDL. But when they get the CDL, the expiration date of the CDLs are not synchronized with their legal status. So like their legal status might end next month, but their CDL says that the CDL doesn't expire for another 2 years. So they use that CDL as an ID and stay here illegally. Now, these people in California, they're saying that's not their fault. That's California's fault. California DMV should have never issued those licenses if they didn't want people to use them. That's more or less their argument. They're trying to deny responsibility of their actions being here illegal and driving truck. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these ICE agents shooting these two people that tried to flee. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom to you. Well, I'm glad you like my sweater. Thank you so much for the compliment. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas. Joe Bosch, I think it was her cousin that was driving. Oh, so they were related. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Butterfly. I think much of the stuff in the files are bullshit and kept because it mentioned Epstein. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to make a difference. I think that's all that's happening. You know, as these files come out, everybody's going to talk about it the way that they are, and then it's all going to go away. Meta, next thing you know, post of Trump biting the heads off baby animals. Yeah, Meta. I wouldn't be surprised if the liberals are saying that by the end of the live. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Utters? Happy freedom to you. I wish YouTube wouldn't have changed the chat. It's so hard to read everybody's names now. What's up, Logan? Happy freedom to you. Russell, why are you on the goof tube? What's up, Turner? Happy freedom. Turner, he didn't the first term either. You're talking about President Trump receiving pay. That's what we were talking about. We don't know if he's taken pay this term, but the first term he didn't take pay. Ero, well, make sure you're driving safe. Don't be texting and driving. All right, hooligans, moving into this next one. Like I said, migrant truck drivers sue California DMV over revoked CDLs, saying to do better. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's been in and out of the hospital quite a bit lately. He's in need of a kidney transplant. I put together a page for him over on the website. Has his story, details, links, and he made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. Alright, let's get into this next video. Like I said, they're over here creating a class action lawsuit against California DMV. They're saying it's not their fault that they're illegals. It's California's fault for issuing the licenses. Which, I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of a point, sort of. I think everybody's in the wrong. Either way, why does she look like she's on the toilet? Hit that like button if you haven't, and let's get into this.
A coalition of migrant truckers is suing California to keep their commercial driver's licenses. The Trump administration pushed states to claw them back, saying at least 8 people were killed this year alone in crashes involving big rig drivers who entered the country illegally. Jonathan Hunt is live from Los Angeles with more. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Julie. According to the lawsuit, thousands of immigrant truckers face losing their commercial driver's licenses and therefore their livelihoods as soon as January 5th, in the wake of the announcement from California officials that around 20,000 CDLs would be revoked because their expiration dates went past the date the drivers were legally allowed to be in the U.S. That decision was a response to pressure from the Trump administration after a series of deadly accidents involving immigrant truckers, including one in Florida where a driver who was in the U.S. illegally made a U-turn on a turnpike and caused a crash that killed 3 people. Excuse me. Organizations representing the affected truckers, many of whom are Sikhs from the Punjabi region between India and Pakistan, have now filed a class action lawsuit arguing that the California action is based merely on a clerical error that mismatched expiration dates and immigration information. The Sikh coalition saying, quote, "These drivers have spent years anchoring their lives to these careers only to now face potential economic ruin through no fault of their own. They deserve better, and California must do better." The lawsuit is asking the Alameda County Superior Court to halt, at least temporarily, the license cancellations. Julie?
All right, Jonathan Hunt, thank you so much.
Sure.
Nate.
All right, let's bring in Chuck Marine.
Okay. Now, with it being California, anything could happen. They may actually allow these people to win this lawsuit, and it sort of is the DMV's fault. The DMV, you know, shouldn't be interfering. I guess they're not interfering, but they're not paying enough attention, right? They want you to bring 3 forms of documentation, all this crap. If me or you wants to go get a driver's license or whatever from the DMV, they give us a hard time about every little thing. They won't even let you bring in like expired driver's licenses or anything like that. They got all these rules and all this crap. But if you're an illegal, well, that's fine. Here's your CDL. That shit doesn't make any sense. So if they were as tough on them as they are on us, then maybe they'd have figured this out sooner instead of waiting for the federal government to show up and do audits to find out that this is what's happening, is the CDLs have expirations that exceed the expiration of their visa and stuff like that. So either way, they're saying a coalition of migrant truckers filed a class action lawsuit against California DMV. The lawsuit claims that the driver's license expiration dates and the expiration dates of their legal status is not synchronized, and that is California's fault. I mean, I don't know. And somebody said in the chat, who told all these illegals to go get CDLs? And that's a good point. Like, there's so many Americans that don't even try to get a CDL. Why would like 500,000 border crossers try to become truck drivers? Like, who influenced them to do that? And why did it take so long for anyone to realize the synchronization issue? And what other synchronization issues are there? Like, what if they didn't get a CDL, but they got a regular driver's license somehow? I don't know how these people are doing whatever they're doing. But what if they get other government documentation, like a CDL or a driver's license, where the expiration date exceeds the point of expiration for their visa or whatever, you know, legal status they have? because I doubt this is the only way this is happening, and this is probably being taken advantage of, right? Because it kind of extends your stay. Nobody knows that you're here illegally. The only people that can check your legal status is Border Patrol. So if you get pulled over by state boys or anything like that, they can't even ask you if you're here legally. So if you come into the country, you stay the hell away from the border, you're pretty much good to go. And then having these kind of documents like a driver's license, CDL or whatever, and it says, you know, this is who you are and the license is good for the next how many ever years, well, everyone's going to just assume that you're legally here. Otherwise, the government wouldn't have given you these documents. So it's kind of the government's fault, and it's kind of the fault of old man Walter for letting in all these damn illegals. Either way, we got the last little bit of the news coming up next before we get into the fun stuff. It's Barnes & Noble stabbing. Suspect admits to not knowing the victim. Apparently, this 40-year-old man walked into a Barnes & Noble and just stabbed this woman to death for no reason at all. Just thought that'd be something to do. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these migrant truck drivers suing California DMV because of these CDLs. Ghostly, deport them with their valid driver's license. Why does that even matter? Yeah, I agree. Obnoxious Scott, number 34 on Rumble, you're a badass. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Joe Bosch, it was done intentionally. Keep the illegals here. I believe it. I totally believe that. Zero, kick them out. No excuses. Yeah, I agree. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom to you. Bill Clay, to get a CDL in Georgia, it costs $3,000 just for the training program. Maybe they're using their free money. You know, maybe they're using their free money to get the CDLs. I'm not sure. I don't know how they're getting money like that. Drugs, maybe. What's up, Chad? Happy freedom to you. Chad, when you get a driver's license in Cali, you're automatically registered to vote. I think that's how it works here, too. Maybe not automatically. I think there's like a box to check or something. It's something like that, though. Kung Fu, the state probably pays for it. I could see that. What's up, Air? Happy freedom to you. Magic Moon, it's a loophole somehow. Yeah, definitely seems that way. Free Butterflies, people are not Americans. No, they're just gaming the system. Happy freedom to you, Pickle Fingers. Merry Christmas. Boone, they're most likely giving loans. I could see that. Joe Bosch, it used to be that your driver's license was proof of citizenship. Yeah, see, and it's not like that now. Roy, it's part of the fraud that's going on. How they're getting the money. Yeah, well, that's definitely what's going on in Minnesota. I'm sure that Minnesota is not the only place. Bill Clay, I think it varies by state and which program you use. Yeah. Well, when we covered, was it Alabama? Maybe it was Georgia. It's either Alabama or Georgia. Duffy audited them and found some crazy number, like 40,000 or 70,000 licenses, or maybe it was program licensors. Maybe that's what it was. They were saying like there was like online training programs and stuff, and they shut them down because they weren't following proper procedures to issue CDLs. They were lying about students' total score and stuff like that, right? So they got people in this program. These people are failing. Whoever's running the program is giving them like a D instead of an F and saying they're still passing when they shouldn't be passing. And then they're issuing CDLs, and that's not supposed to be going on. And so those programs got shut down. It's either Alabama or Georgia, but they're moving through the whole country trying to figure all this out, and that's kind of what's causing this uproar. Meta, Trump is collecting his presidential salary. He donates the entire $40,000 or $400,000 to different causes. He did it his first term also. Oh, I didn't realize that, Meta. Thank you for letting me know. What's up, Richard? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. What are you doing, Klaus Daniels? Well, he's being a butthead yesterday. What's up, Sharikwa? Happy freedom to you. Happy Boxing Day. Are you in Canada? I forgot about Boxing Day. What's up, TT? Happy freedom. You're all over the place. What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom. You love the sweater? Well, thank you so much. What's up, 2084? Happy freedom. Utters Mary Chrysler. Stuff gets stuck in my head. Damon Walker, who's Larry? Larry's a hooligan that's been hanging out with us on the site and stuff. We haven't heard from him in a little bit, though. Hopefully we get an update on Larry. Snooks, Klaus just had the Christmas spirit yesterday. Well, I hope he got it out of his system because he was asking for uppercuts. He was driving me crazy yesterday. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. Patriot Dad enjoying a few days off. I earned it. It's badass, Patriot Dad. Definitely enjoy it. Butterfly Klaus was pissed about the bow tie. No, he likes wearing that stuff. He's just, I don't know. I think it's difficult because the whole house is torn apart and I'm stressed out and stuff, and I think it's just wearing him down. I know it's wearing me down, but there's nothing we can do about it. We gotta just go through it. Either way, getting through this last little bit of the news here. Like I said, Barnes & Noble stabbing suspect admits to not knowing the victim. This person just was like, yeah, let's go into Barnes & Noble and just stab a woman to death. Like it's something to do. I hope it's not his favorite hobby, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A random act of violence. That's what a newly released arrest report says about a deadly stabbing at the Palm Beach Gardens Barnes & Noble.
Just a tragic story. Police say officers responded shortly before 8 on Monday night and found 65-year-old Rita Longrich lying on the floor. She had been stabbed in the back and later died at the hospital.
Reporter Jolie Rodriguez was at Antonio Moore's first appearance. She has the latest.
That suspect is 40-year-old Antonio Moore, and we're learning that he had no motive in the stabbing. He didn't even know the victim. Rather, she was the closest one to him at the time. On Wednesday morning, 40-year-old Antonio Moore made his first appearance in front of a judge. Judge Donald Haffel calling the case tragic. Moore faces a first-degree murder charge for the stabbing at Barnes & Noble in Palm Beach Gardens. It was Monday night when police responded to the bookstore for reports of a stabbing. There, they found the unresponsive victim, Rita Longrich, with a knife in her back. Longrich later died at the hospital. According to a probable cause report, Moore told officers he has been in Palm Beach Gardens for about a week, coming from Georgia. The report further says Moore admits to not knowing Longrich and had no motive in stabbing her. Moore describes to officers that there was an internal buildup that led to his fight or flight response kicking in, and Longrich was the closest person to him. That's when Moore took a blade from his jacket and stabbed Longrich in the back. Moore says he heard Longrich say, "He stabbed me." Moore then fled the scene to the woods where officers located him shortly after. Meanwhile, Barnes & Noble saying they can't comment on ongoing police investigations. Moore is now being held here at the Palm Beach County Jail on no bond. In West Palm Beach, Jolie Rodriguez, WPBF 25 News.
Jolie, thanks. This afternoon, more fallout after.
Okay. So like I said, just decided to go do that for no reason. They're saying he's a 40-year-old man. Another video I saw said he was a 50-year-old man. So I'm just going to say he's somewhere between 40 and 50. But he walked into a Barnes & Noble, stabbed this woman to death, and then fled. And then he admits to not knowing the victim. He just thought that was something to do that day. What an idiot. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff next. We're going to be opening a brand new advent calendar that was sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, "Is She Okay?" And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Is This Flirting?" All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this guy just stabbing this woman to death at a Barnes & Noble. What are you looking at? It's like you're looking at me into the camera. You're just mean. You're mean Klaus. Obnoxious Scott, what is that hairdo? Good grief. Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty rough looking. What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you. Sarah, did you find out who sent the plates and the soundboard? The soundboard, the X-Touch studio gear, was sent by Joe B. I don't know who sent me the plates yet. I haven't figured that out. But the soundboard was sent by Joe B. He wrote me an email yesterday, and I responded to them right before the live. But yeah, I don't know who sent me the plates. Watchman, he had problems in Georgia. You mean like a past criminal record? What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. Butterfly, what a scumbag. Yeah, absolutely. Libby Racer, homeless and high? Yeah, most likely. Boone, was she white? If so, we know the motive. I mean, it could be. Could be a hate crime. They'll never call it that, though. Roy, they let him out, arrest the judge. Yeah, that's a consistent problem too, is where these people let out these violent offenders and then they go and offend more people, commit more offenses. Butterfly, I got a reminder set for Bros of Decay. I haven't checked it out yet though. Oh, I did watch something you guys were telling me to watch yesterday. What is it called? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I think it's called. I've never seen that before. I think it was made in the 80s. It was pretty good. What's his face is kind of manic, the dad. I can't think of what his name is right off the top of my head. He's got crazy eyes through the whole damn movie. And his family's sort of awful, but but the movie is pretty funny. I've never seen it before. What's up, Hat the Cat? Happy freedom to you. Clark, yeah, too old to care. Yeah, he's a little crazy looking with his eyes all I don't know, he looks like he's tripping on mushrooms or something like that with the way he looks, but it's a pretty funny movie. Boone, no, I've never seen it before. I'm trying to think what I was watching it on yesterday. Maybe it was Netflix. It was either Netflix or HBO. Oh, that sounds cool, Butterfly. Yeah, I'd like to check that out. Libby Razor, first time in a bookstore, and look what he did. Yeah. Can't let him do that again. Boone, have you seen A Christmas Story? Yeah, I've seen A Christmas Story. I guess there's 2 of them. I haven't seen the second one, though. I don't know if it's any good. It came out a couple years ago. I've seen A Christmas Story quite a bit. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. It's Clark Griswold, isn't it? Isn't that his name? Yeah, Tom, this shit. Look at his eyeballs. Look at his eyes. That's what I'm saying. The whole movie, I'm like, this guy, he's gonna kill his whole family. He didn't, but he looked like he wanted to. And I'd have just looked the other way. It was, we were all surviving Christmas yesterday. That's how that was. Boone, the second one isn't as good. I figured, especially because it was made after all the woke stuff came out. Air. I've never really been into Chevy Chase. Hardly ever thought that he was funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it before, so it was all right to watch, and it was nice to watch something old because any kind of political context is above my head. I don't know what politics was doing back then. I have a hard time watching modern movies and stuff because all I see is the political messaging, and I hate that. Same thing with the radio. I can't listen to the radio. Like, news is like fuck my whole life up when it comes to consuming entertainment. Like I tell you guys all the time, it's like if I see anybody under 18 who's singing and dancing, I just look at that as like human smuggling. It's just done fancy, you know, by the music industry or the movie industry. Any adult actor that's older, I'm like, are they on the Epstein list? All the political messaging, right? Like, it's, I don't know. So it's nice to watch older movies, but that humor is kind of hit or miss with me. It was fine to watch, but a lot of times I have a hard time watching older movies because I just don't think they're as funny as they were for the time. And it's because of my age. Because for me, I've seen all these movies near when I was born and stuff like that. So to look back beyond that time, to me, it looks very cliche. But the thing is that's where the cliche started, was in these older movies, and people replicated these scenes and these jokes and whatever, how many ever times that me looking backward, a lot of this stuff looks cliche, and I just kind of look at it like this is the origin. So when they're making certain kinds of jokes and stuff in the movie, although it's cliche, I'm like, this was probably like hilarious when this came out because it wasn't a joke that had been seen 100 times. So I don't know. I appreciated it. So you're going to shoot your eye out. Yep. I'm not just got because you're old. No, it's because I'm young. The Christmas Vacation movie is like 4 years older than I am. So when I'm watching it, you know, I've already heard all those jokes 100 times from 100 different TV shows, but they started there. They didn't start in the TV shows that I watched. So it's psychologically different for me to watch those movies than people who, you know, were adults when that stuff came out. What's up, Relax? Happy Freedom. Boom. Same here. Sports players and coaches. My brother, who's older, doesn't know the truth, so he looks up to these people and it drives me nuts. Yeah, Boone. Yeah, once you know, you can't like unknow it. Patriot Dad, Vacation was funny. Cousin Eddie, how about the cool one, Clark? Yeah. Well, like even that scenario itself, right? Cousin Eddie shows up unannounced, dirty family. They just take over. They just do whatever they want, turn the house into a pigsty and get on everybody's nerves and all. And then the family shows up, right? You got the mother-in-law and all that. And it's kind of cliche, but back then it probably wasn't. And so I try to just enjoy it instead of critiquing it. Meta, have you watched Trading Places yet? One of my favorite older movies. You get a titty shot of Jamie Lee Curtis. Look at the body, ignore the woke mind. I will have to keep an eye out for that, but no, I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I will over the weekend. Today's Friday, so we're going to be busy today. And then tomorrow we got a live, but maybe after the live tomorrow I'll get a chance to watch it. Stern, probably a devil worshiper. Who, Chevy Chase? Maybe. I don't know. I wonder how his name came to be that. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy Freedom. Watch the first National Lampoons. What's the first one called? I'll have to check it out when we're in the voice chat. What's up, good buddy? Happy Freedom. Feel the same way about Medea. I've never seen those movies, but I know what you're talking about. I can't think of what the guy's name is that plays Medea. I cannot think of it. I'm picturing his face, so I can't remember what his name is. Adam, Jamie Lee Curtis isn't pretty. I don't know who that is. What's up, Motorsport? Happy Freedom to you. Watch Cowboys with John Wayne. We'll look up some clips when we're in the voice chat. I know who John Wayne is, but I've never really seen a Western or anything like that. The only thing close to a Western I've seen half of Tombstone, but I need to watch it again with headphones on because whoever mixed that shit, they need to go through and remix that shit because the audio sucks on Tombstone. But I need to watch that. The only one I've seen complete that you guys are going to laugh at this is Django. And Django is the closest thing to a Western I've ever seen. It's got Jamie Foxx in it. I've never actually seen like old Westerns and stuff. What's up, Munchies? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Find It Fix It? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Amber? Happy freedom. What's up, K Walt? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom. Mungies, my husband hates his children. I am sorry to hear that. What's up, Derek? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Youper? Happy freedom to you. Derek, these people just want a life in prison. Talking about the guy that stabbed that woman. Yeah. I mean, doesn't seem like they're working towards anything else. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. Seems to be a theme to these random acts. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll see if we have another one. Hopefully not, but you never know. Adam, you should see The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of that either. Nick. Oh yeah, I did watch The Hateful Eight. I guess that, see, I didn't think about that as a Western. It's frontier times, but they spend a lot of time sitting in that shack. But you're right, that is pretty much a Western, I suppose. Ghostly, yeah, I've never seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I've seen half of Tombstone. I'm trying to think. We got another one too that Russell sent me, and I can't think of what it is right now. That I want to say is a Western also, and I cannot think of what it's called. I just seen it because I was just moving my DVDs and stuff. What's up, Wade? Happy freedom. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Americua? Happy freedom. Have you seen High Plains Drifter? No. Just the hooligan in the chat. That's the only High Plains Drifter I know. Relax. Oh, no, I'm not talking about a half of Tombstone pizza. I forgot that was a thing. What's up, Stowner? Happy freedom. There's 3 Christmas Story movies? What is... I wonder which one that I was looking at. The one that I was considering the second movie is called A Christmas Story... Christmas Story. Or something like that. And it shows Ralphie, but he's like grown. He's like a grown-ass man or something. I don't know. I didn't even see the trailer. I just saw the cover for it. I was in the middle of doing something, so I didn't have time. Either way, we're going to move forward here. Turbo, we need a Hooligans movie night. I don't know how to legally do that because you have to pay for licensing to show a video to the public. It's considered a mechanical performance. And so you technically have to have a license. I know people do that on Rumble. They show people's movies, and so you're not supposed to do that. That is straight copyright infringement. And so I don't participate in that. But if I could find a way to legally do that, we would. I just don't know how to at this point. I'll have to ask the AI. Maybe the AI can tell me. What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom to you. I'm glad you dig the sweater. Thank you. It was a gift. What's up, Sergeant No? Happy freedom to you. All right, Hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. We're going to start a brand new advent calendar, and it was sent by Tori Wayne. I haven't opened it yet, but it's full of Christmas Legos, and we're going to have to figure that out. So we're going to figure that out in just a moment. And like I said, we got the advent calendar, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, Hooligans, really quick as I throw my mouse off my desk. If you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's figure out how to open this up. This advent calendar here. All right. It's a box of boxes. Look at that. And I don't have to guess. They're all in order. I like guessing, but it definitely slows things down. Starting off with box number 1. And again, this was sent by Tori Wayne. Give me the box. All right. My ears just popped. Now I feel like I'm in a different dimension. You ever did that? Have your ear pop and then all of a sudden you're like more present than you've been in a week? I just did that right on the live in front of everybody. Look at my box. This is box number 1. Now I wonder if it's going to give me instructions or if I'm supposed to just guess how to build it. I've been thinking about that since yesterday. Oh, there's actually instructions. Look at it. Yes. Now I'm not going to build this here right now. I'm going to build it tonight, and then I'll show you guys tomorrow during Free Speech Saturday's Coffee with Hooligans. But we're going to open the instructions so you can see what it's supposed to be. I love Legos. I swear my hearing has never been so clear as it is right this second. What the hell is this? Oh, I figured it out. Okay, now let me figure out how to show you guys. It is a big ass Santa. Oh, you're not even gonna be able to tell. Let me show you on the box. It's this. It's the whole Santa and his little deal here. I don't know if that's a boat or what that is. That's what it's gonna be. And like I said, I'm gonna build it tonight, and I'll show you guys my cool Legos tomorrow during Free Speech Saturday's Coffee with Hooligans. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate you. I'm excited for the Legos. Let's get into some funny videos here, you hooligans.
Turkey.
No, hold on a second, lady. Now this is provided by Colty. It's titled, "Is She Okay?"
Slurpee. Turkey Slurpee.
I can't. When I was putting the schedule together, that thing played like 4 or 5 times like that, and I had to pause it because I couldn't stop laughing at myself. Stupid. Is she okay? It's hard to say. You guys, you girls got to be careful with your turkey Slurpees, okay? I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. I don't know. Keep an eye on your girlfriends. Anyways, this one's by Stoner, and this is titled, "Is This Flirting?"
Say, did you hear about the genocide on the news?
I sure did. Once you've broken the ice, introduce yourself and start chatting.
I'm Melvin.
Polly.
Do you like coming to this park?
I sure do.
Me too.
Cool.
If the conversation feels stiff, ditch the small talk and bring in some playful humor.
To Kill a Mockingbird, huh? Is that book about dinosaurs?
It's actually a book about creepy guys on park benches. Relax, I'm just messing with you.
Oh.
Teasing is a good sign.
Wow. You're funny.
I guess I'm the funniest one on this bench.
But just don't go too far with it. Like this.
More like the dumbest bitch.
I don't think he's doing it right. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna grab this link really quick. I'm gonna drop it in all the chats. We're gonna read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're gonna be raiding out over on Rumble. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not flirting correctly. That's not how that works, but that's okay. Jagulet nailed it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, hooligans, there's a link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Also, today is Friday, so we're going to be doing the voice chat today. We're going to look up those reminders, but we're also going to read this brand new book that I just got for Christmas right there. My big black hawk right there. That's going to be nice and fun for the voice chat. I think we're also going to read this book here that I found. I've actually had this for more than a year. This is A Very Screaming Goat Halloween, and it actually came with our Screaming Goat, and I didn't realize it until I was sorting through my belongings. We're going to read both these in the voice chat. If you get hooligan status or better over on the membership page, you'll be able to join us in the voice chat tonight. Or if you use the coupon at the top of the link list link, you can get a free week, free 7 days, no strings attached, no credit card, not a subscription, but you will get hooligan status, like I said, for a whole week. So you can join us for free today for the voice chat. You can hang out on the website all week, and then you'll be able to join us next Friday for the voice chat as well. And maybe next Friday we'll eat some peppers or something. I can't do that today because I've already been pooping blood, and so that's enough to say no more hot sauce today. So anyways, we're gonna be reading books. We're gonna have a good time. It's always fun in the voice chat, so definitely consider joining us. It's gonna be shortly after Coffee with Hooligans. I'm sure some hooligans will go right into the voice chat. I gotta find food because I'm not fun when I don't eat, so I gotta find food, but I'll be in there. Anyways, we're gonna read through really quick. We got the pledge coming up, and we're raiding out over on Rumble. Let me see. Obnoxious Scott. Obnoxious Guy, have you ever seen Blazing Saddles or The Three Amigos? I can't remember if I have Blazing Saddles. I might actually have Blazing Saddles. I think Russell might have sent it to me, but I've never seen The Three Amigos. I'll have to double check to see if I got Blazing Saddles. I had so many videos recommended to me on the wish list that it was overpowering everything else. So I moved my wish list to another platform that I can't think of what it's called right now. Let me see, because I know it's on the list. Throne. Oh, and I moved the books over there. So this is the Throne wish list. It's got the books and it's got DVDs and all this stuff. So yeah, this is like a second wish list because the movies were overpowering the Amazon wish list. So either way, I'll have to double check, but I've never heard of The Three Amigos. So I think we're going to look that up while we are in the voice chat. Amigos. There we go. Look that up while we're in the voice chat for something fun to do. Obnoxious Scott, the X peppers are good shit. I don't know if it was the X pepper that got me, because we had the ghost pepper, but then that last one was this habanero pepper X or whatever, and that might be the one that got me. I knew by the end of the live that I was going to be hurt, and it felt like lava in my lower intestines. Oh, thank you, Zero. I was just trying to figure out who it was that we've rated. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. It says, I told you not to eat that shit. Yeah, I know. You're right, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. You're right. I've been paying for it. Pickles, a plethora of sweaters. Yes. Plastic Quack, The Three Amigos is a classic. You're going to love it. We're going to look up the trailer when we're in the voice chat, and I might add it to the wish list. Bill Clay, The Three Amigos also has Chevy Chase. Is his name really Chevy Chase? How did he get a name like that? Relax, Goat Racist movie. Oh, you're talking about Blazing Saddles? That's what I heard too. I've seen clips of Blazing Saddles. There's hooligans on the site that joke about it. And it's funny. The things that are said are funny, but I've seen soft people that are like, oh, that's terribly racist. It's only racist if it's hate. Jokes are funny. Like, I'm sorry that I have to tell people that, but jokes are funny. That's the point of jokes. It's only racist if you're doing it out of hate and you're trying to hurt somebody. You know, that's like, come on, man. You know, so as far as I know, Blazing Saddles is funny, but I have heard softies say, oh, that's a terrible racist movie. Yeah, so is The Green Mile then, right? Like, that's racist. They say all kinds of racist shit in that movie. That's a good-ass movie, though. You know, people are soft, and that's okay. What's up, Tori Wayne? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Danon? Happy freedom to you. Chad, Turkey Meat Girl, and Hawk Tail Girl related? They might be. They look like cousins. I've never seen anybody do a turkey slurp, though, and I don't know if I want to, the way that she went through it. Watchmen, Amazon's delivering tomorrow via USPS. Badass, Watchmen. I'm excited for it. Picture that I ate a homegrown pepper for $5 hairs one time. I would have rather licked a toilet seat. That's how I feel eating Watchman's peppers. Watchman's peppers are hot. They are hot, even when they're not supposed to be hot. They're hot, and I don't know if I wasn't already in the position I'm in, we'd eat one today, but maybe next Friday, because I got them sitting in the freezer. Oh, Nana, it's Chevy. It's not Chevy. That's even more weird. How is Chevy is that short for something? I've never heard of a person named Chevy before. Relax, that was a fail for her, talking about the turkey girl. Turkey girl. That's not flattering. Poor girl. She's now the turkey girl. That's okay. Totally care Men in Tights. You mean like Robin Hood Men in Tights? I think I've seen that when I was younger. When I was a young lad. Matt Rogers, you kind of pronounce it like you're making a fake Mexican accent. Thanks, Matt Rogers. That totally clears that up. That is funny. I still don't understand it, though. How do you end up with the name Chevy? Lisa, I missed the skimpy tank top. Well, you know, we'll be getting back into that weather soon. What's up, Carpet Dog? Happy Freedom. What's up, Maria? Happy Freedom to you. Adam, is your channel still demonetized? Yeah. Yep, we're still demonetized over on the GoofTube. We got donation links in the description, though, if anybody wants to support. What's up, Metallica? Happy Freedom. Maria, The Green Mile is a good movie. It is a good movie. It's a long movie, and there's some sad parts in it, but it is a good movie. What's up, Madman? Happy Freedom to you. Sunny in 73 in the Ozarks. That's fantastic. Enjoy that good weather. What's up, Army Vet? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Find It, Fix It? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom. Everybody's correcting me about Chevy. Every chat is a list of people all trying to get me to pronounce it correctly. I appreciate your guys' effort. Watchmen, we had a drought this year. All of our peppers were fire. Yeah. I mean, they're good. They're just muy caliente. What's up, Jacob? Happy Freedom to you. Orgasmo? I don't know if I want to type that in, Butterfly. I don't know what I'm gonna find. Plastic Wag, old movies were rife with innuendos. Yeah. That's okay. We like that around here. Lisa, you want to see something funny? Go watch Living Color back in the 90s. Definitely not politically correct. I think we looked up a clip of that last Friday, but I'll set a reminder. Visions, Cornelius Crane Chase. What is that? These are the weirdest porno names I've ever heard in my life. Zero, the name Chevy was given to him by his grandmother, who named him after the English ballad, The Ballad of Chevy Chase, or possibly after the affluent Maryland town of Chevy Chase. Interesting, Zero. Thank you for looking that up. Plastic Quack, Orgasmo is a funny one. It's kind of a B flick, but it's still funny. Well, we're going to have to look it up after the live here. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's see who we're raiding out over on Rumble. Who's live? Wilkie's live. Frag's live. Let me see who we've already raided. We could raid either of them. Well, I'm trying to think. Let's see who started when. Wilkie's been live for, I think it said 6 hours. It just reset to say 2 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it just said, yeah, almost 7 hours. What about Frag? Is Frag and Wilkie playing together? They might be playing together. Frag's been live for 4 hours, but at first it said 6 also. I wish Rumble would fix whatever's going on with their clocks. We're going to raid Frag. We're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, we're good to go. Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you land. Let's get raiding, you hooligans.
Are they below us? Office thing down here below us. To the left of my marker. Oh dear, Frag. Oh, this one's got the attraction of a shredder.
Need one moment.
Jeff Mack in the building.
You guys are down.
Kung Fu Grasshopper in the building. Jeff Mack with the raid. Man, I greatly appreciate it, homie. How was the stream, bro?
I made mistakes.
How was the stream?
No, that's not. Oh, and the players are right down here in this little hidey hole TV. Oh, there's players right here too. Actually, this kind of works. I can stop.
Where are they?
They're right down below you here on my ping. And then there's a little behind that. Drag your soap.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Plastic Quack, Patriot Dad, Jagula, Sir Pickles, Kaz. What's happening? Oh shit, oh shit.
Anybody have shields?
Yeah, I do. But I gotta get to you.
Thank you, Frag, for saving my life.
I got you, I got you.
Oh, they're on our level.
Are they?
Over there.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's just holding that. I see him. He's on that pillar. No. Do you see that shredder right behind him?
Yo, this is mad, man.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. He is dialed in right now playing that Arc Raiders. We're going to have to play Arc Raiders pretty soon, too. We got 5 hours of premium streaming we got to do for the premium creator program, and I am running out of time. My life has just been so busy and stressful lately. It's hard for me to get anything done, but we will. It's part of our obligation. So we're going to be playing Arc Raiders. I think we're going to start off with Hogwarts Legacy, though. Turbo got us everything we need to become wizards. Not those kind of wizards, you guys. Go and put your crosses away. Anyways, we're going to be doing both. I'm pretty sure we're going to start off with Harry Potter, and then once we get to a stopping point of sorts, we'll probably play Arc Raiders, because I haven't even played that yet. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know when we're going to do that. It's not going to be today, because we got to do the voice chat and stuff, but maybe over the weekend. That's what I'm thinking, so keep that in mind. Either way, we're going to read through really quick, and then we are going to be wrapping this up. If I don't see you for the voice chat, I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. It is Free Speech Saturday tomorrow, so no YouTube, no Twitch, because we don't have time for those soft community guidelines on those platforms. But we will be live on Kick, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, as well as X, so keep that in mind for tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we're wrapping her up. Hair juicer, we got margarita. That looks fantastic. Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Matt Rogers. Appreciate you, Nefties. Hair Juicer Orgasmo was a great film made by the makers of South Park. Interesting. What is Cartman's name when he pretends to be the robot for Butters? What is his name? Because it's not Orgasmo. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's going to bother me. Hold on. I got to look it up really quick. I know right where to find it. So I know they got it on the website. Oh, they removed it just because I'm trying to find it right now. Awesome-o. That's what it is. Did anybody else get it in the chat? No, nobody else even thought of that. It's Awesome-o. I see. What's up, Maria? Thank you for joining us over here on the website. What a badass. Just in time for voice chat. Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Rappy. Appreciate you being with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Patriot Dad, my Bic won't flick, so I'm using a new fangled electronic lighter my daughter bought me. Well, good luck to you, Patriot Dad. Be safe. Playing with fire there. Thank you, Bill Clay. Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Neurodivergent, and God bless you. Patriot Dad, I loved In Living Color. No shame in roasting everyone. I'm going to check it out when we're in the voice chat today. Plesquag putting a Awesome-o in his next Christmas list. Yeah, got to. You know, get me an Awesome-o. Why not? Lisa, you're banned on Twitch? What happened? Rumble's the place to be, though. Thank you guys for being here. Meta and Lisa. Black Sheep, happy freedom to you. Yeah, you did. You knew what I was talking about. Talking about Awesome-o. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas as well. Merry Christmas to you, Metallica. Appreciate you, Jagula. All right, I think we're good to go. Like I said, we're going to be heading in the voice chat a little bit later today. I got to get some food. There will probably be hooligans in the voice chat. I mean, there's hooligans in the voice chat even if it's not Friday. But I have to get some food first, and then I will be in the voice chat. I usually hang out for 2 hours. Sometimes it's a little longer than that. Just depends on what's going on and all of that. But if I don't see you in the voice chat, I will see you tomorrow for Free Speech Saturdays Coffee with Hooligans. You guys have a fantastic night. Go enjoy yourselves. Get some good food or eat your Christmas leftovers if you got it. Be safe and have lots of fun. I'm going to try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the Free Speech Saturdays Coffee with Hooligans. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.